Hi, I'm going to show you some Mai Ukemi forward breakfalls. I've got the mats in the space, so I want to show you how I actually do my Ukemi. Remember, when you practice as Uke, I think sometimes we make a mistake thinking we learn Aikido when we do the technique as Tori. But one aspect of the training, deeper than that, is you learn more being Uke, because you know when you're losing your balance, when this works and when this does not work. Therefore, when you discover the moment you lose your balance, when you become Tori, you'll be looking for this specific moment. So Uke is trap. If you haven't got this understanding when your partner is going off balance, then you're kind of training blind without knowing where you are going. So it's important to practice as Uke and receive a technique well, but also receive a technique where you're actually not trying to be difficult with your partner, but you receive a technique in a manner that you give him as much training as possible, i.e. you don't give yourself up too quickly. It's not resistance Aikido, but knowing when and where this is going to happen is important. Not trying to be going through a wrestling between Uke and Tori. That is not what I'm trying to say. We have got to find a way so Uke and Tori can train together. And the essence is you must train with a good heart. So if you're training with an ego where you want to prove you're better than your partner, it gives you the wrong start in your practice, but more of helping your partner, then you wholeheartedly give benefit to the training for your partner and for yourself. So bear this in mind. Mai Ukemi is a roll, a forward breakfall. So in a sense, if you start with your left foot forward, everything will roll from the left side. So little finger through your elbow, shoulder, and the back, in diagonal. So left shoulder, right hip, or right buttock, in fact. In other words, you never land in the back of your neck. Never. There are benefits to going across like this is when you fall, think of a rolling rather than a jump. But when you fall, you don't actually go to the ground and thinking this is where you are going to fall. If you think about it, when you fall, your arm is the same length. So when you know you're making contact with the blade of your hand, you know immediately your brain will register the length of your arm is this much. It's not going to go longer or shorter. It will always be the same. So that gives confidence. It gives you a benchmark. So when you touch in the ground with the blade of your hand, you have that benchmark so you can roll nicely without contracting. If you're tensing, you could hurt yourself. If you relax, and when you fall, you don't look forward, but you look back. So whenever Uke is throwing you, you look back towards Uke, so you retain Zanshin here. So I'm going to show you there, you retain and forward again. This is how we do a breakfall. When we train with our breakfall, when we do it alone, one good exercise is to actually play with your balance. Put all the balance into one leg, and so you've got none onto your back leg. So say you want to go up here, then you feel that ground, and you always fall in the same manner. So we can practice like that. In fact, on your own, just relax, relax, and as soon as you fall off balance, Kokyu feeling here, kokyu. And it really helps to absorb the shock when you roll over. Don't fall and you've got no kokyu. Kokyu, this feeling. In fact, what's interesting is when you do this kokyu, it extends your arm and keep it more or less round. Not straight, but round. So when you do a breakfall, you're in a better position. And it's never forward, but it's more a round fall. So you go rolling over your body. Rolling over. That is how one should do a breakfall. Now, we can do a number of breakfalls where we fall and we go along like that, which is fine. But to look back and then forward, but you're still looking to the back when you fall. Keep the center. It's a word I use a lot, and to me it means something, because when you keep your center, you stay focused. So when you don't have a center, you fall all over the place, arms and legs. You need a control center command, if you like, that controls your legs and arms from the same place. So when you've got a center right here, it's the same all across. My center is here already. Idea of it is when you fall and you get up into Zanshin. You don't do a breakfall and then you've lost the Zanshin and come back. Keep the Zanshin all the time, so it makes a big difference. There, look to the back, forward, Zanshin. So it really does improve your Aikido. You have other type of breakfall is where you don't roll forward and you actually stay onto the ground. But you stay on the side of your body, not to the back. And your legs must be apart, because you don't want them to be together. It would hurt. So if you are being thrown and you stay on the ground, you have this feeling. This feeling. So you're onto the ground to the side. So the slapping will be with his hand. But now, when you're into that position, you wonder how you're going to get up. What you don't want to do is roll this side, then here, your wick. A strike could happen. But more, you'd switch your legs over and you use a center. And you step back. There's a way, when you're falling down, there's a way to get up, keeping the energy. You're conserving your strength, not wasting it. So if you're going to the ground and you're going off balance, say from here, and you're onto the ground there, if you want to get up quickly, is you roll back your body. And you can switch. The rolling back of your body helps you to move the gravity, your weights, falling back onto your legs. So you bring all your weights to your chest and then you transfer it to your legs. So you get something like this. So you're on the floor. So you're right there. And if you want to get up from here, you lift. And it helps to get up more effectively. But primarily, when you do the breakfalls, you receive in a manner that you keep the kokyu. And I think it's important to retain that feeling of the kokyu. Thank you for watching.